Hello and good day, meteorologist Mike Adcock here with an update on Tropical Disturbance 91E in the Eastern Pacific. Bottom line up front, this is a developing tropical cyclone, but not anticipated to affect land over the next several days right now in the open Eastern Pacific, and should continue making its way westward away from land. Really, the intent on this video is really just to kind of test drive some new graphics for the upcoming northern hemisphere tropical cyclone seasons here. But again, take a look at satellite loop. Very disorganized, very broad area of low pressure with this system. Over the past 6 hours, we have seen convection develop on the western side of this system. A lot of that is attributed to nocturnal effects, and really just being embedded in the intertropical convergence zone and getting a little bit of that convergence with the ITCZ. But that being said, we'll see if once daylight comes across into the Eastern Pacific, if it maintains this convection and starts to get its act together. But again, really just a broad area of low pressure and some widely scattered, disorganized thunderstorms. Taking a look at the best track data as of 0 Zulu from the National Hurricane Center, the center of circulation, if you will, right now about 165 kilometers southwest of Clipperton Island. This is about 1,500 kilometers to the south of Cabo San Lucas. If you look at the last 3 best track plots, extrapolate that out, the movement is slow northwestward drift at about 3 kilometers per hour. But to be quite honest with you, really difficult with such a disorganized system. The system is just slowly moving off to the west-northwest, and really that's expected over the next few days. Winds, as determined from ASCAT satellite imagery, right now about 20 knots or 35 kilometers per hour, and our pressure at 1,008 hectopascal. Now, the National Hurricane Center has been tracking this system for the past few days and been talking about it in their tropical weather outlook. Right now, they're just saying, again, what we just mentioned, a broad area of low pressure, very disorganized showers and thunderstorms, and as such, formation chances in the next 48 hours remain medium at about 40%. Now, as you get into the long-term forecast, the environmental conditions are a bit more favorable for development, and they do anticipate this to become a tropical depression toward the end of the week as the system moves off to the west-northwest, and as such, formation chances much higher at about 90%. Now, earlier I mentioned ASCAT satellite imagery, and this is courtesy of SIMS. This takes that ASCAT pass as well as some buoy information, which shows it's verifying quite nicely. And what you do see here is that broad area of circulation, really just to the northeast or east of that blow up of convection. Now, normally when we see a developing tropical cyclone, one of the things we look at are those westerly winds, and you do see plenty of that with this pass. Plenty of 20-knot wind barbs here, so it does seem like it's getting its act together. One of the things that may be a little bit misleading, though, when you look at this pass, though, is there are quite a bit of westerly winds, but really this system is embedded in the tropical convergent or intertropical convergence zone. And we really see that best illustrated if we go over to the earth.nullschool.net website. And this is from the GFS, but it really kind of tells a better picture of what's going on here. In the center of the picture is our broad area of low pressure, and extending west and east of that, you see that kind of a calm area, that confluence area, and that is our intertropical convergence zone. So a lot of the westerly winds, while it is being kind of influenced by that broad area of low pressure, a lot of it are easterlies from the southern hemisphere, kind of crossing over the equator and getting deflected off to the northeast. So really, as long as this system remains embedded in the ITCZ, going to have a hard time for this to really develop. So that's probably going to be the thing that hold us back over the near term with this system. Now, the models, again, if you start throwing out some of the outliers here, the more non-applicable systems or models such as the medium and deep BAM, you start seeing that most of the model guidance is compacted off here to the east, showing this just kind of a slow westward progression or west-northwestward progression over the next really 5 days. Unfortunately, the intensity guidance is not so well compact. Just not a whole lot of confidence all over the board here. Anywhere from being really flatline to developing this into a hurricane. So really going with the consensus, trying to put it in the middle and being on the conservative side a little bit. I do see this developing into a tropical cyclone, and I think it does have a good chance at becoming our first named system of the EPAC season. That would be Agatha, but I don't see that really taking hold until the next really 3 or so days, and at that point really just some slow development with this system. Again, we're going to continue to monitor the progress though of this system as it slowly develops there in the Eastern Pacific. I want to emphasize though, not anticipating this system to develop into or not expecting the system to impact land for the next several days. We'll see how it plays out long term, but in the next week or so, really not seeing anything that's going to threaten land. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care and stay safe.